Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new MERS.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new MERS.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Number 32, Nathan Ramsden. Number 13, Sam Harrison. Number 15, Nick Conan. Then finally, I don't have your number, I'm sorry, but Caleb Wright. And finally, your home side, make some noise for FC Monmouth. Number 20, Ronan Hogg. Number 9, the board, Patrick Shaw. There we go, I like this noise, guys. Get it louder. Number 10, Lenny Aviles. Number 8, Davide Caputo. Number 11, Stepan Kapranov. Number 6, Jake Holowitz. Let's go louder, guys. Number 14, Julian Ramirez. There we go. Number 26, Tyler Shaw. Number 3, Logan Pimento. Number 7, Sam Tinoco. Number 0, Graham Coyce. First State is coached by Douglas Cunningham and assisted by Ralph Reed. Your FC Monmouth are coached by Hugh McDonald, assisted by Evan Unger, Coach Warren, and the one and only Chuck Shermer. All right, make some noise for FC Monmouth. And now, please remove your caps and stand for the playing of our national anthem.
wardrobe switch.
It is funny. I have one when they tried to temporarily change their logo.
Oh, really?
2008, and it did so poorly they switched right back.
It's gotta be pretty rare then, huh?
Yeah, Lucas. Lucas. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second leg of this doubleheader here on June 20th. It's a beautiful Saturday in Red Bank. It's FC Monmouth versus First State FC. And what a day for soccer. FC Monmouth dressed in the firework blues. Meanwhile, First State in the white and green shorts. It's the League for Club Actions FC Monmouth men trying to continue the momentum for the club as a whole today. The women's side just took down the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals 7-0 in WPSL action. That game kicked off at 4:30. It ended probably around, let's say, 6 o'clock sharp, I would say. And there's been a nice little break for these fans as the header nearly finds its way into the back of the net. Graham Coyce there to make a great save. But again, First State versus Monmouth should be a fun one because these two sides are both hungry for a win. On one hand, you got FC Monmouth, who were flying for much of the year, but all of a sudden back-to-back draws means points are left off the board. A draw against Excelsior now a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And then a recent draw in week action to Real Central. Meanwhile, for First State, this is a team that started off the season rough. It was a 7-2 loss to FC Monmouth, actually, when Monmouth went on the road. And then from there, they have not dropped a game. They've only gotten better, so positive signs from First State FC. And we have our first free kick of the game about 2 minutes through here in Red Bank. And you're watching on New Logical Sports. My name is Chris Daly. So happy to be with you as Jake Komowitz wins the ball in the midfield, quickly loses it, and it'll be First State looking to press high up the pitch, win the ball in a high area of the field. That is the name of the game for First State, especially against a team like FC Monmouth who have a real potent defense. So for First State, since that 7-2 loss, they beat Kensington 2-1. They beat Real Central 2-1. They did drop, they did drop to Met Oval. They dropped to Met Oval. And then they beat Kensington and tied Excelsior. So it's been positive. It's been very encouraging if you're First State. They're currently mid-table, 9 points for them through 4 games played. FC Monmouth sitting atop of the table in the Northeast Conferences, or the Eastern Conference, should I say, North Division. Here is First State. And I'm all over the place because I was PAing and I was doing a few things, but I'm pulling it up. South Division of the Northeast Conference, FC Monmouth in first place, Atlantic City in second, First State in third, and then Real Central and Kensington round things out. As NJ Transit says hello, the train passing by. First State looking to play direct. That ball to Alessio Cristinelli Walker up top, the big center forward who they will look to target. Now finds feet in the middle. The ball's played out on the wing. A nice shot and a great goal to shock FC Monmouth. First State strikes first. And it's Nathan Ransden who finds the back of the net. A really nice cut in with the left. And then the strike to show for it. And excuse me, that was number 33, Andre Hines, who scored the goal. These numbers also got switched at the very last second there. So it's Andre Hines who scores the goal for First State. And all of a sudden, FC Monmouth on the back foot. Flashes to the Excelsior game where it was an early goal And Monmouth had to recover. That game ended up being 1-1. It was 2 weeks ago. Sam Harrison dinks the ball over the top. It's the goal scorer, Hines, getting onto it. Hines feeds it back to Caleb Wright. Wright looks up, delivers the ball across the box. And now Harrison feeds it out wide. Hines once more. Ramirez defending. Hines perhaps miscommunicates with his team. Avila's to Kapranov. Kapranov back to Grayson Parks. Or Sam Tinoco, rather. Tinoco feeds it forward. Now it's Ramirez battling for it on the left. Here's Aviles. Dispossessed. It's Caleb Wright hoping to get that slip ball in behind. He says he was grabbed and held back by Logan Pimentel. Ref doesn't agree. Just some friendly physicality between those two players. Kabuto trips on the turf monster. Nathan Ransden now clears the ball away. A Monmouth work on the right. Lenny Aviles has a monster of a left foot. Would like to see him cut inside. Sam Tinoco sharing a few words with the referee. The ref pausing the game, bringing the ball back. It'll be Jake Homowitz to kickstart play. Kapranov slices it across, headed away. Now it's Homowitz. He wins the ball in the midfield. Davide Caputo, guy is just brilliant. So composed on the ball. A little bit of a spin cycle. Feeds it to Ramirez. Ramirez, ball in the box. It's Aviles. Takes a touch. Aviles with a shot and a goal. Instant response from FC Monmouth. 1-1. The captain. Who else? Lenny Aviles. That play all starts with Davide Caputo winning the ball, maintaining possession, slipping in Julian Ramirez to the left side. From there, Ramirez's ability to pick out a pass, second to none, finds Aviles. A nice touch, but an even better finish. 1-1 here in Red Bank. Who said soccer isn't fun? 2 goals in the span of 9 minutes. Can First State make it 3? Maybe it's Monmouth. They look to go on a transition. Homowitz holds things up. FC Monmouth gets their shape. Kapranov in the midfield. 2 men on him. He just feeds it out wide to Tyler Shaw. And Monmouth will look to recycle. Caputo. Bit of a heavy touch in the midfield. That ball won back there by Takuma Kiyuchi. First State. Last year when they came to Red Bank, tons of Japanese players. This time they have 2 in the starting 11. But there was some sort of connection. Head coach today for First State is Douglas Cunningham, who is loud right now on the sideline, directing his men. We would like them to think forward, to be a bit more direct, especially against a team like FC Monmouth. because Monmouth have scored the most goals in the South Division. 19 goals for, but 7 against. When you compare that to Real Central and Atlantic City, who are on 5 and 6, respectively, Monmouth is in 3rd place, technically. Graham Coyce finds himself in some trouble. Wisely just kicks that one away. Andre Hines, the goal scorer, chips it in, back post, looking for a man. Amore is there. And Amore will draw a foul as well. Good work from him to keep the ball, draw defenders on him, and pick up a free kick in a menacing area of the pitch. So it'll be Takuma Kiyuchi to take. Kiyuchi at Union Commonwealth University in the fall. Unable to produce much there. He recently transferred to Wilmington University from Shizuoka, Japan. As the ball is played to Graham Coyce. Speaking of transfers, Graham Coyce recently transferred to Brown, going from Rutgers to the Ivy League. A big move for Coyce, really happy for him. He's a guy who wanted minutes and is now able to get them at a top academic institution in the country. You really can't beat that sort of deal. Hamowitz clips Hines. Hines goes down. Another free kick opportunity for First State. Takuma Kiyuchi slices it with his right foot. That one right to Coyce, who I nicknamed Superman the other day. Distributing the ball out of the back quickly. Can't connect with Aviles, and First State win it. Have the ball, they cross it in. Hamowitz there to break up the play, but not entirely. He just kind of dinks it out of bounds. Sam Macy out wide, feeds it off. First State clipped. A lot of fouls early on here. First State doing a good job at possessing the ball. It's a much different look, the starting 11, compared to the one that took the field earlier in the season. 2 changes in the back line, and then a change of piece in the front line and the midfield. They did employ a 4-3-3 earlier in the year. Now it's more of a 3-2-3-2 sort of deal. They have the midfield triangle with kind of the outside hybrid fullbacks, if you will. 2 forwards, 2 strong, tall forwards as well, and Caleb Wright and Christinelli Walker as the ball is placed in. Pinball in the box quickly. There's some pushing going on, and it'll be FC Monmouth with a free kick. Kapranoff checks his shoulder, does well to keep the ball. Here's Caputo. Oh, that's brilliant from Davide. It's Aviles with runners. Sean Hogg. Hogg at the back post. He can take a touch here. Puts it on his right. Now to Shaw. Just a little too long in the box for FC Monmouth. You got to rip the ball. The crowd's shooting for it. They're going to want to have that one back. Ronan Hogg, the Marist man, has scored a few times for FC Monmouth this year. Unable to convert there. Now it's Davide Caputo, one of the best midfielders in recent NJAC history at Rowan. from freshman year onward. Freshman year, he scored a hat trick in the NJAC final. From there, a multiple-time first-team honoree. High fives Hines, who fouls him. No harm intent there. Kristen and Ellie Walker slips it through to Caleb Wright, and now out to Tomo Amure. Monmouth battling for the ball. Out wide, it's Amure. Amure on his right foot, looking to the back post. It's one out. Now it's Shaw. Monmouth trying to just feed it to the forward. This time it's Shaw. Before it was Caputo who came centrally. Oh my goodness, Shaw, dazzling. This field is his dance floor. Look at that. And now it's Shaw again. Caputo's running. Avila's is in at the back post. It's a Travella from Shaw, and it somehow, some way, lands into the path of Nick Coman. He will not complain as the goalie feeds it out wide to Harrison. Nathan Ransden, now Till Rauch. FC Monmouth playing 4 in the back defensively, 2 holding mids when they drop into defensive shape. That's Hamowitz and Kapranov. Oh, wow. A chip. Can he catch Kois off guard? Kois able to track back into his net. I think Hugh McDonald had a sigh of relief there. Hart might have skipped a beat as he saw that ball go in the air. So we got the mini ball toss now going on. Hopedale FC here tonight in the crowd. Always a fun time at FC Monmouth games. Bringing in the local community. Love to see it as Ramirez wins it. Now Hamowitz. First state for a team that was really just outclassed entirely in that 7-2 game to start the season, have improved so much from game 1 to now. What a difference the first half of a season can make. They get chemistry, get a few different players in the mix as well, and all of a sudden they are moving the ball with ease from the near side of the pitch to the far side. It's Amure. 7-on-7 here. Sam Tinoco does well to win a goal kick for Monmouth. Shields out Amure, and Monmouth loves it. Hugh McDonald now standing up. He's the associate head coach at Monmouth University, one of the sharpest tactical minds in this state. And oh my, Monmouth lose the ball. Wow. In a dangerous area of the pitch. It was Ryan Campbell who jumps on it and nearly makes Monmouth pay for the error in the back. Corner incoming from Amure. Through here in Red Bank. Again, you're watching on New Logical, of the best, highest quality broadcast at this level in the country. That is a fact. We got a pregame show, we get halftime hits, postgame, you name it, New Logical has it. One pretty cool kind of Barclays Premier League-esque highlight reel as well, intro. Gotta love it. As the ball is one out by Monmouth. They win the third ball. That's what it's about. Winning those third balls getting possession, especially in parts of the pitch like this. Ramirez, oh, what a through ball to Aviles. Aviles running with pace on his right foot. Aviles shot, save isn't there. Hogg had an empty net, and he'll have nightmares about that one. You can't get a much more open net and an open look than that. Ronan Hogg overcooks it. This game remains at 1-1. But a well-worked move from Monmouth. Julian Ramirez has really impressed me. His through ball there to Lenny Aviles was top caliber. He's the player of the match thus far. One thing about Ronan Hogg, he will not miss that chance again. This guy is a goal scorer. That's very rare to see him not deliver in a moment like that, as we have a player down. Hope he's okay. Training staff will come onto the field. Now, Ronan Hogg in high school for Rumson was simply just a different class. As a sophomore, he scored 11 goals. His family moved here from Ireland in 2020 and starred at Rumson, as mentioned. Looks like a bloody nose, so especially with a white jersey, you got to be careful with that. Can confirm it is Tomo Amure who will be receiving the treatment on the sideline. Yeah, he's got a lot of blood on his hands, so again, hope he can heal up quickly. As play will now resume here in Red Bank. Good job from FC Monmouth to win the ball. Here's Ronan Hogg again. Chip ball into the back post. A little too much behind it for Samuel Macy. Nobody home for First State. Samuel Macy, a Felician man, is a rising senior there. He initially attended USC Lancaster, was a two-time junior college all-region member. 8 starts this past fall. He's from Seaford, England. Very international team, First State, through the years, which I always love. It's very interesting to see the type of players that will stick around here for the summer. Give them a lot of respect. I mean, outside their comfort zone, definitely. But continuing to improve through these summer months. Have to respect the grind and the commitment to the craft. Hines loses the ball for First State. Throw in, it's Ramirez to Shaw. Shaw links up with Hogg. Hogg running like the wind. Beautiful ball. Onside is Aviles. Aviles turns. He shoots. Save. Nick Coleman is there. The confidence of the goalie. If you're that far off your line, you got to make the stop. And Coleman does just that. It was a great ball, though, from Patrick Shaw to Aviles. And how about the touch from Aviles in stride as well? Superbly technical, Lenny Aviles. He played for Puerto Rico at the youth national team level in his U19 MLS next season. Get this, he scored 32 goals and notched 18 assists rather, in MLS Next. Here's Ramirez, my player of the match, as I noted. Now it's Caputo out wide to Aviles. Aviles with a strong touch forward, chips it in. Shaw can't get to it. Neither can Hogg. Kapranoff thought about the volley. Here he is again. It's Aviles. Aviles to Ramirez. Kapranoff making the run. Ramirez, a left footer. Wasn't going to whip it in with his right instead. Wins a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner. 26 minutes through now here in Red Bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get rowdy. Stomp your feet. It's a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick.
Homowitz delivering the corner. Puts it in almost, but not quite for FC Monmouth. Christinelli Walker has to move quick. He's able to do so. Just boots the ball forward so they can get their shape. Christinelli Walker at University of Rochester. He's a 6'2" forward from Wilmington, Delaware, a local kid. Here's Davide Caputo. Now it's Ramirez, back to Caputo. The Rowan Great whips it in, headed away. Kapranoff. Ball one out. The Delaware man moving the ball near side of the field. Christinelli Walker, just an athletic-looking guy, though. I mean, he's 200 pounds of muscle, pretty much. He's a pure center forward. Oh, great ball, great touch from Hogg. Just gets under his foot, though, a tad. And now it's Hines. Gets it to Walker. Good hold-up play from him to win a throw-in. This game's still 1-1 here in Red Bank. For FC Monmouth this season, it started in the fall. The U.S. Open Cup qualifiers, they played a bunch of local legends, if you will. Also FC Monmouth legends, such as Reese Cotter. They fell to the Bulldogs, but was still a really monumental moment for the club. And now here in the League for Clubs, they have done well thus far. 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Or 2 draws, rather. It looks like the table. That's what it is. The table on the League for Clubs website, and this is no shade to the League for Clubs. They do a fantastic job. But the table is outdated. So they do need to update the table. Last season for FC Monmouth, we're ranked as high as number 2 in the country in the League for Clubs power rankings. Or 25 points last year were the most in club history. Also had the most goals in club history and conceded the least they ever had. So many records. They're looking to break those this year. But their 2026 season, a 7-0 win to start against Kensington, followed by another 7-goal performance against First State. Then they lost 3-0 to Atlantic City on the road. They got back on track, though. They beat Kensington 4-1. And they beat Sousa FC Long Island in a really heated game. But since then, 1-1 draws against Excelsior and Real Central. They probably wanted more from both of those games. Tinoco from distance, he's blocked. Hines will look to use his speed. Pimentel defending. As Ramirez moves into the center back position, those two will need to switch eventually, but for now, it's Ramirez at right back. Now it's Tyler Shaw. Good job from Pimentel to find Kapranov there. That was a tough pass. And Kapranov also gets clipped. Another foul for Monmouth. If you were with us for the pregame show, Patrick Shaw, brother of Tyler Shaw, the older brother, should I say, scored a beautiful goal against Real Central. A nice volley right over the head of their goalie. Should also note, Pat Shaw scored the lone goal in this game last year. It was a 1-0 game right here in Red Bank. Aviles gets the ball on the right wing. Aviles moving in. Can he do it himself? Yes, he can! Lenny Aviles! He's got his brace, and he is hyped up. Two to 1, FC Monmouth with the lead over First State after going down early. The perfect response and the needed response. Cunningham yelling at his players, demanding more from the dugout. Lenny Aviles, who has been everywhere in National Team of the Week conversations and honors, with yet another goal. And I actually want to check or scratch a fact I made earlier, right before that goal. It was actually a 2-0 game last year, FC Monmouth beating First State FC. The goal scorer is Eric Zaloka with the header in minute 28. And then it was Lenny Aviles who scored the game winner in the 69th minute on this net right here. Graham Coyce watches that one sky over the bar. He scored that in the 69th minute, connected with Davide Caputo on that goal. So at home against First State, it is now 3 goals total in the past 2 seasons for Lenny Aviles. The weather of this game as well, a lot more manageable than the women's game we saw at 4:30. That one, oh my goodness, sweating bullets just calling it. Felt bad for those players on the field, especially the Ukrainian nationals. They had 1 sub, and it was the goalie. They couldn't make a single sub that whole game. Tyler Shaw. Oh, back to Coyce. Dangerous ball, though. And it's now Hamowitz. We had Lenny Aviles on the broadcast a bit earlier during the women's game as well, halftime of that game. And he said, we respect the opponent, First State FC. They've gotten a lot better. It's a much different team than it was when they beat them 7-2, so they expected much more of a fight. And he said, we're ready for what they throw at us, though. Lenny Aviles, oh, he's certainly ready. 2 goals already, only in the first half. Davi chipping in defensively. It'll be a corner kick for First State. Ball placed into the box and quickly batted away by Monmouth. Corner kick courtesy of Takuma Kiyuchi. And now they're going to look for the long throw for State. It'll be Samuel Macy to take. And Ramirez with a goal kick. Does a good job to win it. Bless you. Here's Graham Coyce. However, shoots it. Tactically, though, he was getting pressed. Been a back and forth game for the most part. I mean, first they've had the ball. Maybe not the most definitive of chances, but they've been able to possess, have had some good passages of play here in the final third. FC Monmouth's defense, though, been superb thus far. Here is Hamowitz, now Caputo. They've done well in transition, too. Caputo threading the needle. Leave it, leave it, leave it, says Nick Koeman. Defender listens. First State wins the ball. Davide. Ramirez hooks that ball all the way into no man's land. We are 37 minutes through here in Red Bank. Score 2-1. Lenny Avila's with the brace, and Andre Hines started the scoring off early for First State in one of their first possessions of the game. Here he is with a nutmeg on Davide. Gliding forward for First State. And a foul. It was Samuel Macy making the move. Had two number 13s by accident here, but it looks like by process of elimination, I was able to figure out which Sam is which. They were both 13 initially, but now we got it down. Samuel Macy is number 12. The shot, well over the bar. And again, Sam Macy at Felician. They're really excited to have him back for his senior season. Really capable of playing anywhere in midfield. He's a high-impact player. He likes to be on the ball. Expect to see more of him as this game rolls along. Might get ice cream at the half. The ice cream song is really convincing me as the ball is played into midfield. It's Hamowitz. A nice 1-2 with Ryan Campbell. One out by Monmouth. Now it's Hamowitz again on the half turn. Was at Stockton, and he went to Rowan, where he became a first-team All-NJAC honoree. Always impressed with Jake Hamowitz. He's one of those guys who proves, like, there's a lot of Division I players out here, but if you're a top D2, D3 player, you're just as good, if not better. I mean, Hamowitz, I've seen a lot of talents as he wins the foul who really don't and can't compare to him and the ability he has. And he's showing Ryan Campbell the number 4. That's how many fouls Campbell has committed. Hamowitz letting the referee know. Bit of animosity between those two. He was the co-captain in the fall with the Profs. Absolute midfield engine. Here he is now feeding the ball to Sam Tinoco out wide. Tinoco, previously at West Virginia, gives it to Pat Shaw. Now it's Hogg. Hogg with the strike over the bar. So close yet again. Monmouth knocking at the door here in the dying embers of the first half. Oh, lovely. Now Monmouth breaking the lines. 1, 2, 3 passing all around. Ronan Hogg wins the loose ball. Gives it to Aviles. A little too much on the pass. Avila is able to get there, though, and make good work of it to win a throw. He's going to play short to Kapranov. Kapranov, one of the best high school players of all time at Homedale High School. Here is the shot from Sam Tinoco. He took a shot there a bit earlier. Both attempts were blocked. As for the note on Kapranov, 53 goals throughout 3 years of high school footy, 21 as a junior, 2 Central Jersey Group 2 championships, 135 points total. That is absurd. Just video game-like numbers for Stepan Kapranov. Again, that is number 11 in the midfield. Currently at Columbia at 4 goals in the fall. Here is Shaw now. The pass goes to Pimentel. Almost a mistake from Pimentel as he lets the ball just come to him rather than attacking it. It paved the way for Caleb Wright to have a shot at it. Ronan Hogg's speed here on the left wing has been game-changing, and now Ronan Hogg is down. He's holding his knee. I hope he's okay. That does not look good. You never want to see a player hold their knee. Talking to Davide Caputo. He should be good to get up, though. I think just landed a bit funny, awkwardly, if you will. And he'll get up and shake this one off. First State working, slipped the ball through. A nice little pass there from Kiyuchi. Here's a hit, blocked by Pimentel. Kiyuchi, left-footed. If that's on frame, there's a chance it sneaks in. Coyce, though, was covering ground. It had the height to give him a challenge, however. Direct ball to Hogg. Ramirez. Caputo. Ramirez again. Now Davide. Looks like he may have been fouled there. The ball trickles out, though, for an FC Monmouth throw. The ball boy doing a good job to run down, feed them the service. Hamowitz and Tinoco connecting. Tinoco sharing a few words with Ryan Campbell. He has been causing a lot of issues for FC Monmouth players today. It's a very physical presence in the midfield. They're not too happy with him. Sloppy from First State on that possession. Great communication from Monmouth. It's a 1-2 between Davide and Hogg. Davide is at the heart of everything FC Monmouth is trying to achieve offensively. And there's a foul. So we are about a minute through in the additional time portion of this first half. Davide Caputo. Oh, does a good job just to hold the ball for a second, allow Aviles to run forward a few more yards before he slips him through. It was still a tough pass to connect on, though. Lenny puts it on his right foot. He is brought to the ground. This could be the last real chance of the half for FC Monmouth. You got to think it is at this stage. 2-1. FC Monmouth went down early. It was a goal from First State's Andre Hines at the right wing-back position. He cut in from the right to the left, hit an absolute stunner in the bottom right corner, and then Lenny Aviles with 2 goals. Their leading tallies man now for the past 2 seasons, the captain of this club. Leads by example. Tinoco puts it in, doesn't really beat the first man. Till Roush is there. And now it's Shaw. Shaw, Kapranov, back to Shaw. First State in transition. Blindside tackle from Homowitz. The Tasmanian Devil wins it back, Jake Homowitz. That's sort of the player he is. Plays anywhere, and he just loves to run. He loves to get in for a challenge. Here he is again, one of the smallest guys on the field, winning an aerial ball. If you're First State, you can't allow that to happen when you have several forwards and several players over 6 feet tall. Kapranov brings it down. Hits it out. We're at about 3 minutes now of added time. I expect the ref to blow his whistle. Yeah, he's got it in his mouth. He's just waiting for those 3 minutes to hit. And there is the final whistle. FC Monmouth 2, First State 1. You're watching on New Logical Sports. We'll be back during halftime potentially for a little halftime hit, but if not, we'll talk to you in the second half.
Mike Bello gets the world.
Mike Kids the Bishop's in behind. Can he take his opportunity? Kids the Bishop and finds the goal that's potentially sent Lansdowne to the Manning Cup final.
Rosero crosses it. Rosero.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask,
First State scored in the opening 4 minutes. Sent shockwaves around Count Basie Park. Monmouth responded quickly within the first 8 minutes of the game. We had 2 goals. One from Andre Hines of First State, and another from Lenny Aviles. Then later in the half, it was Aviles again to break the tie and to make it a 2-1 game. Here is the first corner of the second half. Hit far into the back post. Monmouth attempting to win it. Floodlights on here at Count Basie. See Monmouth moving left to right, wearing the firework blue kits. And are going to say it was a handball, I believe. Kapranov looks to play quickly, and the ref's going to have a word with the dugout for First State, specifically head coach Douglas Cunningham. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, yellow. Cunningham, opposite, just sit in his seat. Silence his mouth for now. He's a real nice guy. I was talking to him before the game, but he's a fiery head coach. Once the whistle's blown. Here's Kapranov, now to Homowitz. Homowitz with a good ball over the top. Davi and Aviles running onto it. Davide will get it. A good cut back from Caputo. Guy is so fast on the ball. Slips it through. Kapranov wins the second ball. Headed away by First State. Ramirez now trying to keep possession. Unable to do so. Kapranov with the blindside poke away. It's Ramirez. Now Caputo. What a touch. What a touch from Davide. He fakes going right. He goes to the left. Deceives all the defenders, even myself. Hogg on a great turn. And he's sliding down. Slips it through at the back post. Right there was Pat Shaw. Shaw will watch it go out, though, for a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner.
Stop your feet. It's a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick.
The crowd stomping their feet for Chick-fil-A. It's Patrick Shaw delivering the ball. It would be great if he connects with his brother. What a story that would be. The two PDA products. Homowitz just clips the ball in for Kapranov. Now it's Aviles to Pat Shaw. Pat Shaw working on the 18, looking for an angle, gives it back to Caputo instead, and Pimentel just absolutely lifts this ball into orbit at the back post. Tyler Shaw was there, gave a bit of a nudge to Nick Coman. He'll be called for the foul. Obstruction on the goalie. And that is the right call. They might even say it's just a goal kick. Getting a bit chillier now in Red Bank. We started the day with an insane amount of heat. Homowitz chopped to the floor. He'll play it quickly for Kapranov. Monmouth with just this fluid sort of football. It's exactly what Hugh McDonald envisions. Aviles to Caputo. Caputo's in on net. What a save from Coman. And what's funny, last year at this very time in the second half, it was Caputo to give to Aviles right there, the same spot of the field, and they scored FC Monmouth against First State. Almost see the same exact play again. Aviles thrown to the floor, pointing to his lower back. Hopefully he's okay. Just have to shake it off. Sam Tinoco to take the kick for FC Monmouth. Slides it into the 18. Monmouth founded 9 years ago. This is their 8th season. 2020, of course, canceled because of coronavirus. But their best ever season was with a lovely ball to Aviles. Aviles to Caputo, almost an own goal as that awkward spin nearly finds its way into the back of the net, and we get another Chick-fil-A town corner for y'all. This time it's a short corner. Right from the training ground. Kapranov had an angle to shoot. Passes it out wide instead. Hogg, what a punch save by Koeman. Diving, full extension save. Game remains 2-1. Bit of confusion on the field right now between both sides. The Monmouth will throw it in again. Take 2. Oh, nice touch from Jake Homowitz, taking it on the chest before he brings it down. Aviles flicks it to Caputo. Davide always seems to put on a show right here in Red Bank. Tyler Shaw boots it. Oh my goodness, is it coming to the press box? Didn't have enough on it. That one was a straight shot right to us. I have my computer out. Yeah, I have my computer out in a real dangerous area. It's like this little, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a makeshift table built into the top of the press box. And yeah, if this thing drops, well, I'm $1,500 down the drain, which would not be ideal. Well, y'all think I get paid for it. I get paid in pizza, so, and I love pizza, but it's not enough to pay for a new MacBook, as Hines gets it. Dispossessed by Homowitz. Kiyuchi feeds it to Campbell, now out wide to Hines. Hines with a beautiful ball, slides it to Christinelli Walker, and unfortunately for him, his shot goes right into the path of Kiyuchi, who gets in the way by accident. Shaw with the hold-up play. One out by First State, right back FC Monmouth with it. Sam Tinoco with a few good moves and a grass-cutting ball all the way out wide to Ramirez. Ramirez to Hogg. One-on-one work out wide. Hogg to Shaw now. Shaw, oh, that's brilliant. Shaw's in behind. Shaw with the shot, it's saved. Koeman has had himself a game. Could be 4-1 without this excellent goalie in net. But his work is not done yet. Here is Davide Caputo. Puts it on his left. And it's a great piece of stand-up defense from First State. Stefan Kapranov, he's a battler in the midfield. Let's see what he can do on the ball now. Homowitz, Caputo. Miscommunication, out wide with Tinoco. Meanwhile, First State readies to make their first substitutions of the game. The first substitutions of the game as a whole.
Once again, FC Monmouth fans, you're in luck. We've got more mini balls for you, courtesy of World Construction to celebrate Monmouth County 250. Who wants one? again, thank you to World.
Job to give it to Coyce. Coyce dangerous. Took too long of a touch. And now First State have the ball inside the 18. They chip it in. Coyce is there, not cleanly, not away yet. And First State equalize. A stunning hit equals the game. It is now 2-2 here in Red Bank. Coyce was able to make the save, but not cleanly. The ball was still left out on a platter, and First State took full advantage. Unfortunately, don't have that player's name in the team sheet, but what an impact. See much more of a gritty contest between these two sides. You can expect some fouls. And almost right on cue, Ramirez nearly goes down. Look at this. And almost right on cue, Ramirez nearly goes down. Look at this. What an excellent run from Ramirez. He beats 5 players. Ramirez channeling his inner Messi, and then he draws the foul. Taking on the whole team, Julian Ramirez. Ramirez from Hamilton, New Jersey, currently at FDU. 8 starts this past fall. Had 13 goals, 14 assists in his senior year at Allentown. Was a third-team All-State honoree.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta check it out now. I mean, this phone. I've dropped this phone in rivers and all this stuff, so I gotta get. There's a lot of things wrong with it.
Aviles.
Oh, geez, I'm
Now it's Caputo.
Write it to me if you could. All right, hold on. Let me see. This is B.
Monmouth lose the ball. First State
Hold on 1 second. No, I'm literally.
pressing with Christinelli Walker. Tadoko checks his shoulder, and that pass barely scrapes its way to Tyler Shaw, who had to get there to keep it in play. Stepan Kapranov driving with pace. Aviles looked for the 1-2. Couldn't connect. Tanoko's down in the middle of the park. The foul is eventually called after a second of advantage was played. And here is Hamowitz, the Pitbull, the Tasmanian Devil, as I've called him before. Just a real technical yet scrappy player. Kind of my favorite type of player. Someone who loves a challenge, but also calm, cool, collected, snazzy on the ball. Throwing in a high area of the pitch for FC Monmouth. Here is Sam Tinoco. Tinoco to Kapranov. Kapranov now to Hamowitz. It's Tyler Shaw. Good overlapping run from Ramirez. Ramirez loves to take on a player one-on-one. He feeds it into the box. No one's there, but Shaw is on the rebound. FC Monmouth's main talisman strikes, and the home side regain their lead. 3-2 in favor of the blue and gold. An hour through here in Red Bank. What a moment for Pat Shaw, and what a moment for this FC Monmouth team. You want to talk about resilience. They let up a goal. They are far from rattled. In fact, it makes them only better. FC Monmouth was just firing on all cylinders, and finally the ball is played into the box, and Shaw was there on the rebound after the cross from Julian Ramirez, who is still my player of the day. I mean, I think Ramirez, he's just delivered a few great balls and has had a lot of positive moments right there at that left fullback position. Oh, look at the interplay between these Monmouth players. It's now Davide Caputo. Finds Aviles. Aviles gets a man too. It's Sam Tinoco. Loses the ball. A couple of shirt tugs from both players. It's a yellow card for Tinoco. I don't even know if he knows he got a yellow. His back was turned. I think you gotta let the player know you got a yellow. Maybe he sees the ref going into his book now. Here's Monmouth working out on the wing. Eventually taken down as we are in the final half hour of soccer on this doubleheader in Red Bank. Time flies when you're having fun. Thanks again for sticking with us right here on New Logical Sports Provider, the best broadcast at this level in the entire country as the ball is played in behind. Tinoco's there just to interfere with the play. Hit it out of bounds. And Monmouth can now get back into position defensively, get back into shape. They'll also look to make their first change of the day in just a moment here. I believe it'll be Nathaniel Anevsky to come into the game. Anevsky, a goal scorer for FC Monmouth, has had a ton of success in his 2 seasons now with the club. Here is the long throw and a bit of pinball. Oh my goodness, it's a bicycle kick. Ryan Campbell with a stunner. First State will celebrate in the corner. Absolute scenes in Red Bank. It's a 3-3 game. A back and forth affair. And boy, oh boy, buckle your seatbelt, grab some popcorn. The rest of this game is going to be fun. So Anevsky will check into the game right after the goal from Campbell, who has committed a few fouls in the midfield. Up to that point, his game was And performance, should I say, was perhaps hindered by those moments of frustration. But the talent is undeniable. And what a goal that was. It also seems like in the neighborhood behind Count Basie, there's a bit of a happy birthday celebration going on. I just heard the happy birthday song as well. So joyous times for that family, joyous times for First State. Meanwhile, for FC Monmouth, they have some questions to answer. This First State team founded in 2019, competed in the NPSL just like FC Monmouth. Here's the ball into the back post. They started their season with a 7-2 loss First State. They got back on track with 2-1 wins over Kensington and Real Central. They did fall to Met Oval, but again, another positive result over Kensington and Excelsior, whom they tied. So pretty decent stuff from First State. They've been able to hang. They've been able to compete. Meanwhile, for FC Monmouth, they have gotten themselves in just so many of these high-scoring fixtures. And the initial game between these two sides was 7-2. We saw 9 goals in that game, but even our win against Kensington, 4-1. Our win against Sousa Long Island, 4-3. Can we see another 4-3 win today for FC Monmouth? I mean, it's just absurd how many goals this team can score. That is not a foul. Play on, says the referee. And First State attacking. This is promising. I haven't seen them move with this much pace all game long. These subs have made all the difference. Tinoco does a real good job defensively just to poke it away. The long throw-in into the box. Tyler Shaw's there to interfere. Not out yet. From way downtown, First State tries their luck. Unfortunately, that shot was hit all the way into the third state, which, if you don't know, is New Jersey. All right, that wasn't my best one, but 68 minutes through now in Red Bank. Kapranov battling for it. Currently Ecuador and Curacao, in case you're interested in the World Cup as well, knotted. 0-0 draw through 47 minutes in that one. Ecuador has 74% possession, however. Good stuff so far from the tiny nation Curacao as Aviles whips in a beautiful ball out wide to Anevsky. Puts it on his right foot. Anevsky searching for somebody. And that somebody will be Julian Ramirez. Now it's Homowitz. Oh, that's class from Jake Homowitz. The stop and go as he razzle-dazzles his way between a few defenders. Eventually loses it, though, and First State are now in transition. They are lethal out here on the left wing. Caputo, the general for FC Monmouth, getting involved. He does so much offensively, you almost forget that on defense, he is able to win the ball back, put himself in those situations, and regain possession. That's the biggest thing. Regain possession for FC Monmouth. At this moment in the game, you need to keep the ball. You need to tire out First State. They have some fresh legs out here. Got to make them work. Christinelli Walker tries to glide his way by the FC Monmouth defense. They say, not today, or at least not right now. Meanwhile, Douglas Campbell and Hugh McDonald both standing up from the benches. They are the two head coaches for today. McDonald, a longtime associate at Monmouth University. As noted before, one of the brightest minds in the lower league soccer scene, especially right here in the state. Ball into the box now for First State. Here's a shot at the near post. Coyce didn't grab it cleanly at first. He does at the second time of asking. And now 20 minutes remain here in Red Bank. A must-win game for both of these sides. Kapranov with a beautiful through ball. Can he get it to Anevsky? It's close enough. In the Northeast Conference as a whole, FC Monmouth, one of the top sides, and they are hoping to keep that mantra alive. They're a team nobody wants to play. But in order to be that, you have to win games like this. You can't drop points at home against First State, the same team you beat 7-2 earlier in the season, the same team you were up against 2-1 and then 3-2. They need a 3-point result out of this one. A draw will not cut it. That will mark 3 games in a row in which FC Monmouth have picked up just discipline. They've been getting hot as of late. Long ball. Into Kristinelli Walker. Defense applied from Monmouth. And now it's First State out here on the left wing. They have been brilliant here in the second half. Good defense from Logan Pimentel, who was called up from the U25 team for FC Monmouth, which is essentially the U21s, but they have some older guys on the team as well. So we'll be fair to them and call it U25. Here's the goal scorer, Campbell. Just a dynamo in the midfield.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll communicate that with Danica and then have them all go to the container.
That ball booted way past the press box. Oh my goodness. That one sent all the way to Manasquan. Here is Lenny Aviles on the right wing. Aviles slides it to Shaw. Credit to the goalkeeper there, Nick Coman. He has had himself some game. You see 3 goals allowed, you might be like, how? But the amount of saves he's made too could easily be 5-3, 6-3 right now if it weren't for Coman. Sam Tinoco, dangerous, taking on that one-on-one in that position of the pitch. He does so successfully. Monmouth lose it though. A little too cute. Here they are. Nice save by Graham Coyce, the Brown University man. With a stand-up save, clearing it for FC Monmouth. Monmouth today have no goalies on the bench. It's Eddie DeMarco, who is typically the number 2. They also have Joe Grossman. Grossman dealing with an injury right now. Nice slip ball from Ramirez to patch up. Shaw with all the speed. Shaw pokes it just side of that far post. Julian Ramirez, take a bow, sir. You've been fantastic today. Pat Shaw showing off the wheels. It was an exquisite chance for Shaw. However, he just can't find the back of the net. One out by Monmouth. It's Homowitz. Aviles, nice change of pace from him. So technical on the ball. Splendid from Lenny Aviles to pass, though, just off the mark, and you can tell he's frustrated, limping a little bit. He might need a sub. We'll keep an eye out on Aviles, jogging gingerly right now. First State bench calling for their players to stay sharp mentally in this moment. And I will like to correct myself from earlier. Sam Amiot is on the bench. He is a rising sophomore at Marist. He's also a goalkeeper. So there is a backup goalie tonight for FC Monmouth. Not that they need to replace Graham Coyce at all. Just getting the facts straight here for y'all on the broadcast. Hope, again, you're enjoying the coverage here today on New Logical Sports for this doubleheader. FC Monmouth women's won earlier in the day. It was a 7-0 victory for the blue and gold. It's all about tempo at this moment, the intensity at which you play with, both teams raising the level here in the final moments of the game. Got 77, it says on the clock, so 13 left. Monmouth with a beautiful ball. That's Sam Tinoco seeking out a Nevsky, and oh, look at that. In the span of 2 seconds, Monmouth go from sort of lower in that middle third of the pitch all the way to that final third. Just with a nice direct ball. Pat Shaw on the turn. Shaw gives it up to Nevsky. Now it's Ramirez. It's Caputo. Homowitz. Left-footed strike. Saved by Koeman. I rate the effort from Jake Homowitz. You got to try something, especially with First State playing at low block defensively. If you're Monmouth, you have so many fast players, you need to catch First State out in transition. That's what I feel. Or get at least a couple of crosses into the box. That's a foul. That's a card. Homowitz frustrated. Shouts from the crowd. Referee. Almost reminds me of Ted Lasso. If you know, you know. Aviles to Caputo. That was beautiful. Caputo slides it, but right into the path of Koeman. They need a little more to test this star goalkeeper for First State. The Midnight Riders doing well so far to hold out this 3-3 draw. It's 5 in the back now for them. Looks like it's about 3 in the midfield. Christinelli Walker, the only one staying forward. Can Monmouth break the lines? It's Tinoco. He's taken down to the box. He's awarded a penalty. Sam Tinoco dragged down by the arm. Code red for First State. They were doing such a good job at fending off FC Monmouth, who have one of the most potent offenses in the entire country. And now hold your breath, Monmouth fans. It's Lenny Aviles, the captain, on a brace. Hat-trick. Watch for Aviles. He'll take a deep breath. With 10 minutes left, it's 3-3. Aviles saved the rebound over the bar. Caputo. Can't find the back of the net, and you can hear from the press box. Nick Coleman saying, put some respect on my, well, I can't say the next word name. It's heartbreak for FC Monmouth. You got to feel like that was the chance. But hey, still 10 minutes left in this one. A lot more can happen. A brilliant save, nevertheless, from Coleman. Coleman is still yelling. He is fired up right now. But don't get ahead of yourself. There's still 10 minutes left in this game, and Shaw's on the break. You can't count out FC Monmouth. Oh, a good little move from Pat Shaw. Shaw's calling for a corner. He is not a fan of that call. I thought it was a goal kick. I can't lie. From this point of view and this vantage point, it sure did look like one, and that is what the ref will say as well. Moving with pace, it's Anevsky. Anevsky in behind. And now we'll get the Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick with less than 9 to go in this game. Granted, we will see what the added time is. It can't be too much, not a whole lot of stoppages. These are the moments you live for as a player. 3-3. It's been a back-and-forth game. Can you be the hero? Ball in at the front post from Pat Shaw. Headed away by First State. Homowitz will give it to Tinoco. Tinoco drives forward with his right. Oh, a beautiful through ball. Here's the shot. Almost bounces in. It was Davide shooting. And a long throw. Possibly. It's Kapranoff to give it to Tinoco. Now Avila is trying to work off of him. Ramirez on his left foot. Monmouth going for the win. It seems like First State content with a point here. At least they're dropping it in defensively for now. Organize, says head coach Douglas Cunningham for First State. Kapranoff with the first touch. Out wide to Aviles. Aviles on his right foot. Slides it in. It's blocked. He's calling for a handball. Lefty shot. Avila's real frustrated. I couldn't make it out whether it was a handball or the knee, as the referee was saying. I believe that's where he pointed. Regardless, game is still 3-3. And this is the moment. At FC Monmouth and these players, you always dream of as a kid. Injury on the field. Physical trainer will come out to tend to the First State player down. Monmouth seeking their 5th win of the season, their first since June 3rd. It has been almost 3 weeks since FC Monmouth last recorded a win. 2 draws smacked in between against Excelsior and Real Central. Seeking either their 15th or their 17th point. Here is the ball in behind. "85 minutes through. Caputo on a nice half turn. Slips it in for Anevsky. Anevsky with a good touch forward. Oh, it's poked away by First State. Nevsky battling back, but First State drive forward. Oh, nice tackle. However, it paves the way for Campbell. It's a 2-on-2. Ball fed out wide to Christinelli Walker. What a block from Tyler Shaw. His brother Pat scored, and then Tyler Shaw with one of the best moments of just individual brilliance I've seen this game. Here is the cross headed away by Pimentel. First State on 10 points this year. They drew their last time out, 2-2 against Excelsior. It's Pat Shaw. Shaw. Oh, what a tackle from First State. Number still forward. It's Shaw. Hold up plays called offsides. If First State is to find a goal, it would be their first win since that 6-1 victory on June 12th against Kensington Soccer Club. Monmouth could really use a win at this moment, especially considering they don't play again until June 27th. By that point, it'll be 24 days since they had last won a match. Nick Coleman, a goalie who I thought has been brilliant so far today with the long kick. It's Shaw. Over to Caputo. Caputo wins it. They need numbers forward. Midfield has to move up for Monmouth. Maybe a throw-in to help these tired legs move up the field. There's only been one substitution for FC Monmouth. It's been Nate Nevsky to check into the game. Caputo gets on the ball. You don't need to force it per se. Just got to slowly but surely progress the ball forward. First State drops into this well-structured defensive shape. 4 in the back, 2 holding mids. Monmouth breaks the line. That ball was sorted to Shaw, sorted to Nevsky. Definitely right into the path of Nick Coleman, who was off his line. Cleared away by Tinoco. And now it's Davide Caputo moving forward for FC Monmouth. 2 balls on the field. They have to be careful at this moment. Ref plays on. Evan Unger, assistant coach on the field. Oh, what a lovely ball over the top. Nevsky gets onto it. Nice move by the end line, and Nevsky slides it in. Here's the shot. Oh, so close. It was Pat Shaw looking for his second of the day. That's a heartbreaker. First State taking their time. 90 minutes are on the clock. We'll see what the additional time looks like. First State goalie here, Nick Coleman with the boot. Referee checking his watch. Tinoco clears it out of bounds. FC Monmouth has never lost to First State FC. 2 teams and there are 3 games all time. Actually, never even a draw. This should be the first. They played twice in the MPSL back in 2023. FC Monmouth won both of those games. Caputo actually scored in the first one. Some tactical time wasting, maybe, from First State. Here is Tinoco to Hamowitz. This ball cleared into the path of Anevsky. Anevsky on his right foot. Oh, what a slide tackle, but it paves the way for what could be our final Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner and our most pivotal one yet. The fans stomping their feet for what could be the last big chance of the day. The corner lifted in. No one there for Monmouth. First State clears it. Goes out for a throw. There's still time for FC Monmouth. It's Tinoco. You got to move off the ball. You need to show the urgency, FC Monmouth. Step to it. Kapranov attempting to. Tinoco gives it to Kapranov. Kapranov now to Hami. It's Caputo. Oh, what a Maradona from Davide Caputo. And they're going to say it was a foul either on Aviles or Caputo. The First State player is down. It is Ryan Campbell again, who scored the bicycle kick, which made this game 3-3. "90 minutes through here in Red Bank. 90 minutes and then some. First State with the volley. Coyce easily gets there. Chest passes it out to Tinoco. Tinoco with the Hail Mary. Shaw's in if he gets there. Shaw's in. Oh, Shaw was just a step away. It's Davide Caputo. Caputo now to Aviles. Aviles scans, slides it in. It's Pat Shaw on his left foot. Shaw shot! Blocked away. Davide. Looking for something. It's Julian Ramirez. He's been fantastic today. Ramirez dispossessed. That could be it. The ball fed all the way to Christinelli Walker. It's a tussle for the ball. Pimento wins it. Still time. There's still time. Hamowitz switches it to Kapranov. Now out to Tinoco. Tinoco! His through ball doesn't go through. And we have a throw-in in the final third. Last chance. You feel it. This is got to be it for FC Monmouth. It has to be. It's Ramirez. Out wide. He clips it in. Tinoco's there. Tinoco with his left foot. Slices it. Heartbreak. Heartbreak. Tinoco had a good look in on net if he just connects with that ball. A bit cleaner. Yeah, at least give yourself the shot. Give yourself the chance. And now Koeman will deliver in the kick. The referee not checking his watch. Looks like we still have some time. There wasn't a whole lot of stoppages here in the second half, so I'm a bit confused as well. Not complaining, though. Live for these sort of moments. And here's a free kick for First State. Not really getting many numbers forward. First State. Put it in. Christinelli Walker with the buzzer beater. And he takes a blow to the head. On the way there, it was Graham Coyce looking to come out and get it. And in the final seconds, First State FC, the team who lost to Monmouth earlier in the season 7-2, take a 4-3 lead. Perhaps. Well, we will see. We will see. It could be a foul there from Kristinelli Walker. It will be a goal. Oh my goodness. It was Monmouth who were really knocking at the door, trying to knock that door down. And it ended up being First State in their really only clear chance in added time to put the ball in the back of the net. And now it's Monmouth and Ramirez. You got to find feet here. Julian Ramirez gives it to Davide Caputo. Ref checking his watch now. Caputo keeps the ball. 1-2 with Kapranov. Oh, that slip ball through. Unsuccessful. First State, knock it away. Monmouth have held 2 leads. 1 point this game was 2-1 Monmouth. It was also 3-2. Both times First State have been able to cancel it out, and now they are able to add that 4th goal. Goal kick. And some defeated looking players on the pitch for FC Monmouth. First State FC, what a run of form they are on right now. They drew to Excelsior. They absolutely thrashed Kensington. They held tight for a while with Met Oval, but they did lose 2-0. But since losing to Monmouth, they have just been a different team. And this would kind of be that definitive moment in which it seems like everything changes for them, especially as you look ahead. They get a game against Real Central. They play Atlantic City twice then to end the year. Atlantic City will be a tough test. That is the same team who beat FC Monmouth 3-0. FC Monmouth also plays Atlantic City. That'll be on June 27th right here at Count Basie Park. So in a week's time, 4:30 p.m. kick, the first leg of a doubleheader. Believe the legendary Oisin Coyne, or Oisin, is it Oisin? Oisin, I always mess that up. Oisin Coyne will be on the call. These Irish names, I'm telling you, they're tough. I knew it right away. Kristinelli Walker in his corner. I don't know why so much time has been added to the end of this game. There really weren't that many stoppages. I honestly don't even believe the time to the point of the goal should have really been added. I mean, this, to a point, is getting kind of crazy. Shaw fighting. He's chasing down the goalie. It's Caputo. Nick Coleman, the goalie, has had a brilliant game. He saved a penalty. Let's not forget that. This game could be 4-3 with that penalty, maybe 4-4 if you want to count that next goal. Shaw. Now it's Lenny. This is dangerous. Lenny with a shot. Lenny with a stunner, and what a great save. Beautiful from Nick Coleman. This is it. This is the final play of the game. Graham Coyce is getting up there. Everybody moving forward for FC Monmouth. The ref checking his watch. 4-3, Monmouth down. Final seconds. Can they find the equalizer? Here's the header from Shaw. Viles into the hands of Coleman. And the final whistle blows. With a thinner bench and a lot to prove, First State FC shocks FC Monmouth on the road. It's heartbreak for the home side, who probably deserved better. They scored 3 goals, but the defense at times let them down, and just the tenacity from the First State players. It was really just so fun to watch. Great talents all around on both sides of the field. Monmouth will be back on June 27th. It's a stinging result, and they're going to be back with with a lot to prove when they play Atlantic City, the team that beat them 3-0. They finished the season then on July 10th right here at Count Basie Park, 7 o'clock kickoff against Real Central New Jersey. For my producer, Pat Murphy, and the whole team here at New Logical Sports and FC Monmouth, we thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm Chris Daly. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And as always, go Monmouth.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive, the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses, for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?